time. Yeah, man, I have to keep it real at all times, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna play some clippings with the Barbados Prime Minister, Mia Mottley, and her take on how she manage the COVID-19 crisis in our country. Right? And as I said before to the PM and the police force for the disservice to the Jamaican people. And you know, I don't know. And every other liar, you know. You understand? I will turn out, you make some orders and you do orders to say you save a nation and them things. When you know, say, yo, you know, some orders, it just can't write. I don't know what they, the people them advise the Prime Minister and them things. But no, sir. Them is extra dumb. See? Because all you know do is hurt the nation more. Because when you take out some days and then you free up some days and like you lock down the country and like you lock down borders, that's a tourist have to come, this have to come and everything. You're going to lock down the people them are doing them. Some of them don't have the 95, them the daily hustling. And from Saturday I come like 6 o'clock, them now come out till Wednesday again. When you know business about them well-being, welfare and nothing at all. See? But through them thing and I have the eye, me just glimpse something say Bobby Montague sister pass off of this. Me just see something in the paper tree, the commerce in chambers of commerce in a Negril. Them are in a shock and a grief because I have it up, so me show no. They around 3 gas stations wanna get lost over must say couple days now, few days. You have the retired nurse and her husband last after each other. I say a judge in Ghana and the one of them in a mother or fourth and the one of them say boy, you know, it's a thing I blow them away. So you see, you know, and everybody, you know, when they start do what I do and it reach everybody do a step, they may understand. As me said before, them thing I reach with do a step. And when I force somebody, me not tell no man, but when it reach my doorstep, and me have to handle it. And me handle it. No man can come tell me nothing. Me like look up on things. Me see some the brethren, Lassell. Let me see, Lassell or Leslie. Brown, send me something. Lassell, yeah man. You send me something from a lady I thought I play it. And you said, you know, it's a blood clot. I play it. And I see a blood clot when I tell me about you know, say dumb down there so no read, I show you say nothing no go. So then just sit down and then put what them I put on them thing. And if it's a blood clot, remember, me deal with blood clot before. That's not 2015 when we buried the old man. Me even tell me about that still. Can me have experience with that. By flying and thing and going in my lungs and do me terrible and I come over it, yeah? And not look at things. So I'm like, you know, when I live through the thing and I like, come and come tell me something, say, oh, that weird and them thing. I know the face, I don't know about doctor thing. From 1992, I keep my first dance. I come home and I eat some, that's why I eat Aki and rice, right? Eat a place and me the man will play with Ludi and dirty shirt before going to the studio and thing man and I feel some cramp and the doctor take me and give me if me never strong right now, me not even there. So me I go through the whole of that in our next broadcast. So from them time that me sit down and study doctor books and doctor and all kind of things, that is 29 years now. So when I might have feast, I don't know me I talk on a joke. When me go through you me go through. See? So I go through enough things to all. Man, I cut all my appendix and never ready for cut. In 1999. Not never do that. I mean, the doctor said, see, nothing boom, bam, bam. In American Associate. It cost me over $600,000. If you just readmit there around 4 times, nearly kill me off. So, when I can't stay there and talk, so when I can't stay there, show me a keep. I mean, I soon explain them to me. That's why I'm a man, I study about everything when I take about medicine and them things. You think I don't know, me I talk about? When I feel so, you know you mess us up? I can't stay there. Remember just play the PM. I'm going Andrew Holness take some note from the PM book. Smaller place than ours, but hear the woman talk and it make a lot of sense. You understand? She work with everybody. They don't want to work with people now. They want to bully people. Bless upon yourself. See? Let me just play for you first. See? Alright? Hear this.
Because everybody else has spoken, the private sector has spoken, the unions have spoken, and we will meet again on the 30th of August to have further discussions as one. But I feel that it is important that I now speak to you about the government's position, the cabinet's position. Philosophically, I personally, and most of my cabinet, in fact my cabinet, have all agreed that we should not mandate vaccines. We're philosophically opposed to the mandating of vaccines. And that's not who we are as a people. Barbados' overriding objective must be to, one, yes, to keep this country safe, but equally to keep this country united. That is who we are. 166 square miles cannot admit of the serious divisions. And COVID has done enough damage already. It has threatened too many of us. It has taken, regrettably, those 48 persons. But COVID must not be allowed to divide us as a people or as a nation. And that...
You hear that? The first thing, if you notice, Prime Minister, some sticking point, it must divide us as a nation. You understand? But just go and listen now. Listen now.
It's a commitment I give you as Prime Minister.
Commitment.
To that extent, therefore, we must dig deep and understand who we are. What is our DNA? What makes Bajans tick? And more often than not, Bajans operate on the basis first of respect. You got to see me, you got to hear me, you got to talk with me. And to that extent, that is what we feel that we need to do as a nation. As a result, yesterday when the social partnership met, we all agreed that this is the way for us to go, that we have to do better by our people, and that before we start talking about legal opinion and the legislative framework, those things are not us. And that our first thing next week is for me to go to understand those who may still be ambivalent. Those who have already made up their mind, I get you, I hear you. Because in my own family, I got people who believe in alternative medicine. I got people who say they don't want that. But in every household, there are always divisions that are possible. There are some households where people are vegan, and the other person eat enough pigtail, enough pork. That happens. We know it only too well. There are some households where you have one buddy who is a devout Catholic, another one a devout Pentecostal, another one a Rasta, and another one who say, boy, I really ain't sure who I believe in. Agnostic. That happens, but the family is still one. And these are the things that we need to recognize, that we have never allowed these things to divide us as a people. And whether we support vaccinations or we don't support vaccinations must not be allowed to divide us. COVID has affected 2% of Barbadians in terms of people catching it. In terms of the well-being, mental, physical, and financial, it has affected 98%, if not 100% of Barbadians. But what it must not be allowed to do is to divide us. And to that extent, my friends, we now have to work together as a people. I believe that there are certain institutions where we have to equally be conscious, however, that we do need to encourage a healthy uptake, largely because of the evidence that I presented to you earlier from countries like Iceland and other countries where the clear high percentage of vaccinated persons has led to either an elimination or a reduction in deaths and a certain reduction in hospitalizations. What does that mean? That, for example, persons who are not wanting vaccines because they're a little ambivalent, we can come and talk with you. Persons who may have concerns or medical questions, we can try to find the answers for you. Persons who are adamant that they don't want it, we respect you. But we want...
So just look on all the sticking point. She will come and talk. If you're adamant, if you're sick or something, they may come and deal with you. No send police come beat you up and mass and do all kind of things and lock you down and do all kind of things. You have to just respect people. You understand? This is what we are talking about. See?
Recognize also, for all of us, that this is a country where we invariably never have 100% of one thing or another, but we have learned how to live together and how to carry each other. Barbados is the country that ensures that we make sure that all our children are educated, even if they don't have access to the money. We are the country that makes sure that our people have access to health care, even if they don't have the money. So
healthcare, education, even if you don't have the money. You see, our leaders like them, you look for what can reason with you. We get it. And this is where I try to show some people. You understand? Go on here.
We are accustomed carrying each other. And in this battle, we will have to respect those who have a fervent and deep philosophical perspective, or who for medical reasons genuinely cannot take the vaccine. And for those of you who are ambivalent, I can be straight. I come in to help persuade you because I believe that vaccines will save your lives. And to that extent, the questions that you may ask, how so fast, what we're doing, all those things we want to talk about. But in certain particular scenarios, it is even more critical. And what do I mean? You have a right to ensure that in our healthcare facilities, people are protected. I believe that the doctors live by the motto, do no harm. And to that extent, I want to go myself, starting Monday afternoon, to the healthcare institutions in our country. I'm happy that our public health nurses, I'm told that the level of vaccinations is just under 80%. In other words, 8 out of every 10 public health nurses are vaccinated. But we do have some issues still in our hospitals that require us to move the numbers up some more. I want to come and hear you directly, and I pledge to do that almost every day next week across the different institutions.
You hear them leader, you know? This is what I talk about. So instead of Western out, I'm going to say, people get them teeth lick out and teeth for mask and them thing there. And you lock and say, no, boom, bam, bam. See, she get it. I get it. See? So me I tell a man, say, that's why I say, me respect every man, you know, but me have a point. Me not go with who wants to say this and say that. So, you know, something which my doorstep I know my house. Me have to deal with that. See? And man might not go through and not reach him yet. So him say what he wants, so we get that. If you don't want to do something to do it, but not stand up in other people way. You understand? We help some other people for do what and what. Now, the government now, we make it bad in Jamaica now, the government have a bullet attack. For mask, and then Jamaica, I say I go on and lick out people teeth and lock up people and do all kind of little foolishness and you don't do that. You don't do that. You can't do that. Yesterday, you defeat the one purpose where you are spread. When you lock up people like this, instead of you say, right, every shop, when you have mask itself, for the buyer, if them now have none, give them one. And when you have hand sanitizer and everything, and set up the way they and do this and do that, nothing like that. See? Police just come out without a warning. First time have warning and then go back, Draconianism. So you beat the purpose, and then you give anti-vaxxers a victory. So you sit there, mandate. Let me tell you this. If you just work with the people, then everything will work. Everything will work. But, you know, true, our thing is just for us war and beat and bully and all kind of things. Nah, work. That's why I'm showing a video, you know. I'm showing a video from a Jamaica. You know, you do it overseas, and I show it back with myself. Saying, when me attack, if me a walk, me show you, can me do it, you know? Me just edit it yesterday. I have to do it, and me edit it, and I show you. And like police a walk around and come tell us, say, boom, bam, bam, bam. Me over there say this and that and that. I go into the establishment, you know, have something, then give you one, or even if you can't go in there with that, or whatever. But no police see and a beat and a throw in a van back and a do your people, them say, no work, so. No work, so no, say no work, so that no work. That's unnecessary. And then bring charge to something and like I feel young say, turn a your yard as a prime minister. Turn a your yard. Only that. Because this thing have to get done. And like you say, you close border and you stop them tourists and now you want the tourist dollars. But people working in the tourist sector live in the community. Set speed. So when you say you want this, you want that, and when you turn on the yard and people have to stay from Saturday evening, the whole of Sunday, the whole of Monday, the whole of Tuesday, till Wednesday before them come out. When they come out Wednesday now, everybody are rush for something. So the bungo them up more. In the few time, because they mungo have Wednesday, part of Wednesday, they so going on the Thursday and Friday, a part of Saturday, and then them lock down again. So each time you take out more days, you call it herd immunity. What you do, you put the people them more together now. Because if you could have had more days, and beg the people them, say, right, you want, let me get a better thing. Let me get a better thing with the advisor them not give you. I want to come off a etap, see? I come off a etap. If you're going to say, company national reason, like, Mia Mottley reason, Barbados Prime Minister, I say, I get you. Some Rasta, some this, that, but you know, we have to work together and we can't make it divide us. Do what. You know, send the policeman people and bully them. Wrong. All right. So if you come and say, all right, 4 out of 1 yard go to town. Instead of 4, you just say, okay, instead of a crowd up like downtown and thing, if four now go shopping and you can and one can go, or two, leave two behind. So you just make the list and throw one out of the yard there and what have you, and if you not fit. So it's better so you get less crowd but them still get what them are get and everything. We never reason with them like that. Say if 5 1 and a half go out of 1 yard and so we can require 2 and we still get what we want the things we want to buy and everything. So you have less. You understand what I say? Less in a traffic, less in a everything. Instead of bully and tactic and them thing, I lock up people and charge them money and I lock them up. No better thing that. See? You understand? I have no people live overseas. More and them tell me which part over there, them say police just come and just lick your box in your face and lick your button because you know you're turning common criminal now. You do illegal thing and some people them now do some other but some other country now run so better. You understand? You defeat the one purpose of the thing where you put out. Me that rather give police mask. If I see somebody and say, man, you have to wear your mask. Me never not come dry you up, sir, you have to wear a mask. If you wear the mask. And if you can't wear it, you have something where you can't wear it outside and them thing there. Instead of the kind of treatment, and then you take everybody now and them come with a jeep, with a van, with a big truck, and then take all 30 man and put in the back of the truck. That name community spread, that name herd immunity. So when you do the liquor sample now do you know, when I do the 20,000 one time. If you do 20,000 one time, I see like 8 or 9,000 out of it. Just look on what I get now. See? You understand? So when I do it does wrong. I just say something to come up so Bobby man take your sister. Not until they start knock on the door. So see? Well, see the pastor that preacher come go and it'll be this a reach you and when it's a reach you a family member now when I do go back for the pastor. That a pastor chambers. See? When I approach wrong. When you should have turned to the business place and tell them put in this and put in that because when you run for make money, when you put them in. People have hand sanitizer and them things there. Right at the door you have people have spray and give them to. So them not just pass in. You understand? And sanitize up. Do them things. Do it like over for it. You understand? You have buses you have all kind of things. Them make sure prepare. Jamaica is a place you could have prepared, but they don't want to prepare. See that? So me I just walk. I just edit this yesterday. I edit it because I say I have to show it. See? I say I have to show it. See? But so I have a problem when they might deal with the people them with masks. I try to show them how they deal with masks now. Masks? I have my mask, but I don't have to put on a mask to just come outside. And then, you know, police see me and beat me up and one bag of things and yeah. So when people are walk, there's a big difference between Jamaica and then you know overseas. When we in Jamaica, police just see with the mask and put you in a van back like a herd immunity them a deal with. They beat up one bag of foolishness. And we are born it. You understand? We better give them a ticket or something. Me, now walk, you know, see, no mask. See? Alright, let's show you something. I just to cover me. By yourself. Go by that picture.
Paris have no special day, man. No special day.
People up here, I see them with no mask. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's about good now. You understand? But if I go, leave and go in a, like I go in a store, I just go in a store and show them. I go in a store, I take up my mask. I put up my mask same way. I do my exercise, and see? I go in a store. I go in a store, see I go do what I do, you know. So this side, you know, people sit down there. Now I go to them, you can't go and and the mask, you know, I'm not here.
There's something I did.
I say if I put on a mask, and I keep the place there. I see people without mask and everything there. You understand? So, and I like, you know, Jamaica now where them a rush you and beat you because you walk on the road. I walk on the road, make up on the road, and I walk without my mask. I go in a shop now. I demonstrate what I attack.
Yeah? I demonstrate and talk, yeah? Yeah, man. So, like I drive going in one of them places there, and, you know, me not have my mask, but myself in the police, I come rush me, and, you see me, I say? Because me, I say, when you can't deal with the thing on a better level, without, you know, them have to beat up people, you know? Police attack people and everything. Outside, you come outside, you go into the building with masks and then put things in the building. I just start me and say, you know, you have things where you just put on and you're alright. You pass a man and you don't trust him. You know, to no police to come and drag you and them things. We're in a dictator country. Can't deal with the thing better than this, man. You understand? Deal with the thing better than this. It don't make no sense. See me answer? Sure, so this is where I put on my mask. So, I'm coming out to that. See that? I have thing here. Watch out. Other thing that I can use, you know, anything there, the top, that spray with the trolley them are, see that? Thing can use, squeeze off my hand. I'm coming out to it. How about that? See it? Yeah. So, we just come down to store. I want something now, we just get something. You understand? So if we don't want to buy nothing, we just leave and go back outside. So we just walk a show now. See? We come out back. No mask. Go about my business. Nobody now boof me. You understand? Nobody now see me and boof me and them things. I put my mask, I come out. You understand? I'm going to any store like that. See? But them provide the things them at the store for you use and what have you. So that I want. You understand? Temporary rule where them a deal with. You don't have to beat up people and mash up and do all kind of things. You just want one mask. You understand? Police run down on people and them spread the thing. JCF for the better than this. You understand? The temporary rule it's terrible, very terrible, you know? You understand? So me against these things, you know? You understand? And I mean, I know anybody will live overseas want to say otherwise. I say, yeah man, because I do it's nothing like that. Because you're there overseas and you exercise and you do your thing and you're going out thing, then provide the thing then when I show. I can't go in and several things and show them. You understand? So you have to have them things, you have to show it to some people that them understand what I really, you know? You understand? The foolishness. You can't deal with the foolishness or deal with the people like that. That no make no sense at all. You understand? Just can't make no sense. The man them have to stop that thing there, you know? You understand? You call it a thing the rule, you know. It's a thing the rule that, you know. Temporary rule. See, but it's not law, like laws right on the constitutional laws and things. It's just you know, you have a pandemic and you just put in a little rule like you say, all right, I know this day, or I know that day, or you know, we have this or we have that. But you can't leave people on the level there. You understand? When you stop it here, because that don't make nothing different when you just abuse poor people. Need to stop it. Me there, you know, going some, you know. I try to show you now. So the people them can come out with them kids and them thing there. And you know, people them sit down. We don't have to see my master. I have my master. See there? And them that tell us a boom bam 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 bam. I try to show you. You know? Them talk, them talk with them talk. People just come out and have them fun. You see? And them I tell us, well, you run so yo, 10 hours and a half. Do this, do that. Kids them have them fun. Stand the water them and do them thing. You understand? See me I say? This is what I talk, you know? You see? This is what I talk. You know, see nobody not chop you. Go to the mask and I want to beat you and do all kind of little thing. I want to put out my mask. See? Yeah. So them put thing in a shop, thing in place, thing in the shop them. You understand? Put things in place, things in the shop them, that people can deal with them and what have you. Monitor the thing and stop
take the thing and turn it like as an illegal thing and people them harder hearing and them this and that. When I do it, just a failure. You understand? And everywhere are the same thing. It can work, but how uno process and uno just come with the heavy and the tactic and like sink people and touch on a bag of crap. You know, a bag of crap with them, man. You understand? See? It's them a swing. You know, you and them not come here and them not play one place. Me good. See? Yeah, walk. Them a walk. Nobody now stop me and come to me and say, hey, you have to have on your mouse, you know. Hey, you have to do, you have to block you up, you know, I charge you. For what? I put on what? My mask. I'm going to shop, I put it on. So my mask there. You know, for weird. The people them not for weird. You see me I say? Time for to stop that bully thing there. You know, other way around that. You know, I'm with that people in a lock we don't like it's a lockdown thing that you can't come out and, you know, and be a police and big gun and try you go to station and people have you have to stop the foolishness, man. Stop pressure poor people, man. You know, pressure the big man, what I'm telling you. Stop it, man. There, you know.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So yeah. So we have to come and we have to just tell them if the Prime Minister were advising, get real, stop pressure people, so work with the system where it work. But this thing we matter about, yes, it will eliminate or it will eliminate. So alright. So it community spread already. But even the people them stay here, people live in a tenement yard, and them stay home for the 3 days. Them are in the yard, you know. Them not staying in them house, because them in the yard big one. Same? Give them the outside and then people find out so them have it. Because them will come in at night and come out in the day and people find out them have it, them can isolate. But in the yard, maybe you find something do and then inoculate up the whole yard for the 3 days. They have 4 days with them have to, from Saturday till Wednesday. Then you find out more things spread. See? But you take with the day them fight, not do nothing. What you do it just don't do one thing. Okay? Unless you, if you take with the day, you lock down the country and lock down tourism and lock down the things them and chat. Go around and do testing and do all kind of thing. You're not doing that. You're not doing nothing else but just pressure the local people them. To the move. No movements there. Like when you don't move now. So okay. So the COVID, if you do a sample, no movements there, you get 700, nearly 800. That means it's there already. Them spread it already. Community spread. Some people are asymptomatic. See? And I can send one go do testing, no movements there. And I can do something to go do nothing, there's no movements there, so I can just go away because I no movements there for 2 weeks and then 4 weeks and it go away. And the bully thing and they charge the people, them not do that. Do like what Mia Mottley do. Do like what the Prime Minister do say, I get it, you have Rastafari and you have this, you have that. You have some people are afraid, explain to the people, them go out, they go talk to the people, them. No, the bully and thing there. See? That not work. You understand? It not work. We can't agree with that. We can't agree with that. That's a foolishness. You understand? And I like, when you do it, I can work, say it, I can work then. When you do the amount of people who mash up and then blame poor people. When you're not blaming, they say there are some people where, as I said, them politically aligned. So anything we say, them just go with it. All when it's stupid, them not tell us it's stupid. I'm tell you before, me is not a yes man. Me just start the thing them, you know, straight. So the bird send me that thing, I want to play it, you know. I play this and make on hear it, right? So him send me a thing this morning and I say, I play what him said to me. Him said, not that because the COVID, the person I said COVID, let me play it and make it hear where she sent to me, right? I play it through you, so. Because I have it up there, so I can play it and make on it hear. This is where him sent to me this morning. This is brown. Yeah, let's all this. Lassell. This is how you sent to me this morning, right? This is how them send to you, right? And I show the people them something. Because I know you watch me, so I show you something. I play her. Hear this. Let me see if I can get it. You can hear it. Hold on there. No, I hear that. Hold on. You can hear this good. That's it. So I can hear this. Can you hear me play the other one? Oh, me turn it down.
Post-mortem of...
Alright, so when you listen this good, this is where, see there, him send it to me. I'll play it, but just listen this, and I'll play it for him.
Singapore has become the first country in the world to perform an autopsy post-mortem of a COVID-19 body. After
I want to know what people are reading, so I'm just send it to me. So that's it, I'll play it.
After a thorough investigation, it was discovered that COVID-19 does not exist as a virus, but rather...
So it exists as a virus in Singapore. But you can search it and you see nothing like this, you know. She read this, she just get something and just read it, and then send it and say it for she. Just listen what she has say. I'm just answer to some of them things where she has said.
There as a bacteria that has been exposed to radiation and causes human death by clotting in the blood.
So the bacteria exposed by radiation, which the talks are the 5G radiation them that talk about, you know. She catch this and I read it and do a video it and send it, and the brethren there, you know, you send it to me so I play it, and it
was found that COVID-19 disease causes blood clots, which leads to blood clotting in humans and causes blood to clot in the veins, making it difficult for a person to breathe. Because the brain, heart and lungs cannot receive oxygen, causing people to die quickly. To find the cause of the
so even alright, that's why even what she does say, she had experienced something where she read, and even this will make you that dreadful, because if you hear about blood clot and the clot in your brains and your lungs and your heart and you die quickly, that means it's even serious than the COVID where you talk about then, ma'am. If you not read, you don't know about blood clot, I soon tell you about blood clot, eh?
Shortage of respiratory power, doctors in Singapore did not listen to WHO protocol and performed an autopsy on COVID-19. After doctors opened and carefully examined the arms, legs, and other parts of the body, they noticed that the blood vessels were dilated and filled with blood clots, which impeded blood flow and also reduced the flow of oxygen.
So when they do autopsy, they might open your arm and your leg. It's part of your leg they might open, and other part of your body, and notice the blood clot in your vein. They open the arm and the leg and other part of your body. I do autopsy, okay?
In the body, causing the death of the patient. After learning about this research, Singapore's Ministry of Health immediately changed the COVID-19 treatment protocol and gave aspirin to its positive patients. The person started taking 100 mg of IMROMAC, Imromac. As a result, patients began to recover and their health began to improve. Singapore's Ministry of Health evacuated more than 14,000 patients in one day and sent them home. After a period of scientific discovery,
so you have blood clot and them evacuated 14,000 and send you home. She don't know about blood clot and anything then. And aspirin. You know, like I take baby aspirin 80 mg, she said 100, let's take over that. You know, so you remember you have 500 aspirin. So everything where you say, I soon go deal with that. But
in Singapore explained the method of treatment by saying that the disease was a global hoax. It is nothing but intravascular coagulation, which is blood clots, and a method of treatment.
So blood clot is more dangerous than this. Me go to blood clot, you know. Blood clot is something you want to put. And here is a hoax, because that's just coagulation and blood clot. Blood clot, you know? Shut up, one more dangerous thing.
Includes antibiotic tablets, anti-inflammatory, and take anticoagulants, which is aspirin. This indicates that the disease can be cured. According to other Singapore scientists,
but it's not a disease, but a disease, and it can be cured, alright?
Ventilators and an ICU were never needed. Protocols for this purpose have already been published in Singapore. China already knows this, but has never released its report. Share this information with your family, neighbors, acquaintances, friends, and colleagues so they can shake off the fear of COVID-19 and realize that this is not a virus, but a bacteria.
Then put it on that and him send it to me still. That's how him send to me, right? So blood clot. So me talk to him now, and this is how him send to me now. Listen again now.
Morning, Mr. Wayne. It probably fake, but it has something to do with blood clot, though. The coronavirus has something to do with blood clot. I sent you one this morning, but you probably get the wrong video. I get it off of TikTok, one with an old white doctor. You were saying something about it. But when I go back and look at it, and what I'm saying to you is...
So, old white doctor. Get them thing there. So, alright. So, I'm going to talk about blood clot now, right? Because I admit with blood clot in my leg. See, from a long flight and thing, they were move on. We get the PDT or whatever you want to call it. And we get the pulmonary embolism. So the blood clot broke off from my right leg and go through my heart, go into my lungs. That kill me, you know. I'm just going to tell you what I go through. Remember when I buried the old man, the man who lived in the coop. Remember I go through that. I'm going to tell them the treatment and everything too. So I experience these things. But shut up, no make no sense. But we just clear up something again. Singapore, I mean I know who answer them stop use it because of blood clot. If I treat blood clot, that's so nice. You're breathing thing and you get blood clots, I know. You get blood clots, I know not like this for blood clot and radiation and foolishness. And our people read this, but them put up and put it out. Eh? Our people. It's a sin, man. No cross reference, and there are people that believe in what them see and what them read, you know. So you can't go around them, you know. So you just have a reason with them still. So Singapore, remember the Singapore and them, I can show them about blood clot after. And tell about my journey, yeah? So this is Singapore.
14 days incubation. Is it enough?
See Singapore this.
It was at the very beginning of the epidemic, but going
see the Singapore live.
The virus has mutated and adapted, and we saw it in China and Hong Kong when they stretched the SHN, or what we call the quarantine, to 21 days because they saw a signal the virus was adapting. You see, whatever we throw to it, even including a vaccine, the virus will try to adapt. And the key is to find this gap.
Indeed, it'll dodge and duck and weave and reinvent itself, etc. Because, look, that's what viruses do. We understand that. The current vaccines, though, Doctor, are you confident that they are able to handle the new mutations of the virus, or is the jury still out? One, and two, you know, for people who've already been vaccinated with whether it's Pfizer or Moderna, etc., in Singapore specifically, is it a foregone conclusion now that they will need, in let's say a year's time, a third injection, a booster shot, as it were?
Great question. Now, I think the vaccines still work, but we have two gaps. The first gap is that some people don't get effectiveness with the vaccine. So we're talking about at least 5% of that. And what you really need to do is to get a test to identify this. In that sense, it's actually antibody test, or specifically an anti-RBD.
Alright, so we could have met the Singapore doctor them and thing go on talk, because she says Singapore find out about this and do autopsy and a blood clot in your leg and in your thing. So when we just go through blood clot, so not go so, because this is Singapore talk about it and tell about the vaccine and what them get and everything. See? So not go so. She don't do cross reference and nothing at all. See? So she just come and say doctor in Singapore and a blood clot. Alright, so I'm going to show her what blood clot. I'm going to show her what we get. So do the long trip, the one, advise Max Romeo. You know, Max Romeo think 3 blind mice and tribal war in Babylon and all of them chase the devil out of earth and we in the studio. You can look on, a matter of fact, if you go up on my YouTube channel and type Lonesome Vice Max Romeo, that night I'll be a pain, I run through my foot. I run through my whole body, feel weird, and I do my music, I go and keep up, and I say, no, if I go keep it wicked for me. Flying in and I do my studio work and I go on. Next morning, I tell my son to carry me down a medical associate. Go down a medical associate because, as I tell you before, I deal with the doctor business and them kind of thing. Last time I eat rice from 1992, I'm done with certain food. I eat ackee and anything there. You know. See? Match up my stomach already. See? So, me as a man, I look through the whole doctor thing to where them they give I. See? Alright. So, and I know, when some people hear me talk about doctor, them don't know. But me said about medication and them things. When I tell you, say, hey, I read everything and I do this, doctor, and just give me something because I go through things, that's why. Okay? Alright. So me deal with this, I can't certain things. When I go to the doctor chair, I question things. When I go to medical associate, the other part where I go in there, so Me don't want to go Dr. Green. He never did it. Going to is a brown doctor. Me tell her, say, listen, the pain of me I feel in my leg. More want you do ultrasound, more want you do the CT scan, and more want you do the blood test. Me tell her what I want. Because them pain what me I feel inside, especially when you feel the pain like inside of your leg part or something, or in your calf. You make sure you do them thing there. You know the woman give me? The woman say I pull muscle. That I feel like I pull muscle. I never that play ball, never that do nothing. But pull muscle just get a long flight and things. See? So she give me something about for rub and them thing there. Me not feel it. Me not feel a prescription. By my son drop my home, him drive out down somewhere else. I call my other son and say, no man. No, I came back down there so. I pass them. I never ask them about money when I just pay. I go on the other side because you have a party in the medical association where you have some doctor for them one officer and for them one staff and thing. Dr. Green over there, there's a next doctor down there deal with that matter of the emergency. So the pain when I feel, me definitely want the CT scan and do that. And she said, okay then. You have to pay how much $1,000 for that, you know. I say 60 or 70 $1,000. You have to go pay for that. Plus the ultrasound number one. So you have to spend $100 and something $1,000. Right, so no problem. I just want what Mr. Me want. Some people want to know if I ask these things. See? You said them send me around there now and them do that. Them do the blood testing. Them show them blood test. And when them do so boom now and me do the CT scan and wait for it. And let them come on and say, Mr. Brown, can I stand up to you? Get up and stand. You shouldn't even stand up. You shouldn't even stick come out for the foot. No, you're not supposed to stand up. No, man, you're not supposed to stand up. Because me have the, let me show you what me have. I have the deep vein thrombosis. And then it pop off, going on my lungs. You understand? So I'm going to show you. No, let me find. I'm going to show you what that do. See, sir? See? So, what I'm going to treat me with warfarin, I have to admit, for more than a week, admit, because they have to take time and do back how much more tests to say, it will go away. You understand? The breathing, wicked and everything, wicked pan you. So you have to admit. And I like, oh, she does say, boy, them treat them with aspirin, man. And then have to go home with Xarelto for the next 6 weeks, and that to make you bleed too. You understand? You have to use Xarelto. And then me still have to go back go do some other tests. Because the warfarin thing is a treatment, how much week you have to take, you know. And like it take a time for kick in because them have to give you some heparin, some other injection till when the warfarin kick in. You understand? To stabilize you up. Because me have a pulmonary embolism. You understand? Me understand this. Because me a bag of money. See? You understand? So see there? It's a blood clot that develop in the blood vessel in the body, after in the leg. Am I right leg it in? You understand? And so we travel through there. So then the black blood flow. That's why the whole of the pain me that feel it and thing. Where she get this from? This is how we go through and live it. And we can tell the treatment. It will be an aspirin 100 mg. Aspirin 100 mg. A matter of fact, you that eat if you feel like you have like, I'm going to show you what 100 mg do. Because you have people now where you have, you know, other condition and thing, and them that use the aspirin for, you know, help you keep off heart attack and help you keep off, you know, keep the blood flowing and them thing there. So you eat baby aspirin. Take your baby aspirin at daytime. Some people, and everybody if you take it, if you're healthy and thing, you better take it. Okay? So me go through the whole of this and know the whole of this. Them can put that on something and tell me. When me come out, at the same time, people, when me say me come out and the lady call me, say the old man dead in the December there, so. And me send the money, stop at the Western Union and send the money to give him. Where them have from use to bury him. That's the old man where in the fall coop when I build the place. See? You understand? So this, if they don't know about embolism, me just show them. Pulmonary embolism, how we get before. Me go through the whole treatment of this. See? It's a dangerous thing to wipe you out. If you don't know what you look for, to wipe you out, man. You understand? This is wipe you out and a baby thing. You still say it's a hoax, a blood clot in your head. In your head, you must get stroke and attack and mash up. Can you imagine you have so much blood clot all over and you're not dead, so? You have people are dead like fly. If what she said was true. So that you see me I say it's just a conspiracy theorist and she read it and say if you pass it on to everybody. You understand? This is how I go on. So me talk a man might have feel something I know. I go through it, me live through this. Spend my money through this, live through this. I live through enough more things. Go now look at doctor history. See? This is the first thing we go through. Then you have this. When your heart I get a little problem, beat up fast. This is the muscle, like, you know, inflammation of the heart muscle. Like when the sack of your heart, you know, myocarditis. Myocarditis. See? This, I would know about this too, you know. I know about them. But they treat you with them, have things with them treat you with that. Them can treat you with aspirin like the 500 and they might have but it take a longer 1 hour. But as I said, the 100 mg, all right. So a person will take 100, will take 80 mg of baby aspirin and them feel like them heart are raised or them blood pressure up, heart are raised and all kind of things. If you call doctor tell you one, just chew 2. So that'll be 160 mg, 2. Not 100, but them treat you with 100 per hour. 80 of them take away, you know, keep your blood. That the platelets are waiting, clot. See? That have people with them kind of little problem. As a matter of fact, you cannot take Xarelto and then you have to take aspirin. You have to talk to your doctor and then thing there. You cannot take certain other things and take it because it's interact with certain things. But know about them thing there. You see me, I said, blood clots and a thing with ramp, that will just wipe you out. But yes, since I build something on the bridge, and I send it to me, these are the things that I have to push off and I tell them, say, listen, I understand this how it work. See? I'm going on a thing, let me tell you how I start understanding doctor. In a 92, keep my first dance, just to my record label, keep my first dance in a place named Gardner Gully, that have some about Hanover and Westmoreland, yeah, they go up in a Grange, and then go around, so then you have to say, keep the first dance, come in back, like, keep dancing at the August, in the Independence, come in back, and I play some, we have studio for a deal with them thing, but we play some Ludi, I will play for some dirty shot, in my yard and thing, this is how I put more, and I tell you, the night before around 11 o'clock, I eat some rice and ackee. And we go sleep. Don't take long go sleep and what have you. Wake up and you know, so I get ready now, studio, but I say, I can play a game before. See? And backside, I feel some pain to shoot. And I say, zoom! And he says, zoom! And then I zoom! And when the cold sweat starts, wash me now. And when I tell you, I say, pain, you know. And some sharp thing, I choke you, you know. Hard bout. And I say, what is? So what I do now, they have a doctor at Bridgeport. Dr. Morgan. Dr. Brown Morgan. See? I ain't a Brown Morgan, must say AJ Morgan, I was saying, I ain't a Brown. She was writing at the start. I want me go down there, so. The doctor, that time you know have, I think you have Pepsi there on the market, you have a pill named Tagamit on the market them time there. You know have them pill, certain pills on the market. I remember them good. And you have some Pepsi, then you have the Takamit, and then you have some other thing. You have a thing, you know it, barrel gin for pain. The woman give me all that too. The woman give me around 7 different things. You see? And this is why I'm not drink milk. I drink cow's milk. Like cow's milk. As a cow's milk, I want to go read back on all these things, you know. Cow's milk, so cow's milk, them things that carry secretion. You know, milk and crackers. Yeah, good for what? Good for what? It's a good for your stomach, man. And you develop an ulcer stomach. And she has a gastric where you eat and what have you. She give me around 7 different pills. And believe me, them they make me worse. But that time I can't drink water, you know. I mean, I look at my son, them young, them time, like 92. I mean, I say, no, father, no, man. My first pay life. Because when I time I come like, you can't make it, I do all these things. But let me tell you now, you see that same pill named Baralchin. You don't take food and eat and take that. They never tell you these things. But that do I cut up your line in your stomach, that make you sick more. If you have an acid reflux or something, and then you have to start doing much different thing and them things, there's a thing he starts talking about them thing and medication. So we have to get rid of she, change up your doctor and get rid of she, because that's just a money thing. See? Till after time now, me get a relief from that. See? Yeah, because by the time you have to leave a fair place, tell me and tell you that I write a Bridgeport there, so you have to leave a fair place a minute. Because I lie down in my bed and when I drink water, it hurt me. The whole line has hurt me. Just drinking water. If I say, John, no. I just adapt myself to my soup and, you know, no meat or nothing, you know. Adapt myself to your soup. The milk, they call me, that bandit, don't call me about no because nobody not tell me nothing about that. Foolishness, milk and secretion, so I start to study about all of these things. From 1992. So nobody feels I know about them doctor and them pillar, everything with them come to market before me take it, me look about it. Study it. I have to look on side effects or be this and that and where it do and where it interact with it and all kind of things. Roll up back to 99 now. Do my thing. Travel, boom, bam, bam, do my thing. Roll up to 1999. I keep a dance. I keep a show. Down in a St. Lucia. I carry sugar mine at that time, 99. Sugar mine at Quenchade, Michael Butley, Jara Sound, Mama Angie. I'm a tough fucker. Mama Angie got deal with free, you know. My mother have like 13. I have people from the media houses and from the TV thing where I carry for cover me thing. 13 people who have fly. Alright? They have a youth them yard from down in a radio station now and everything. I'm a virgin. I'm there St. Lucia. You know, I'm a virgin. Because I got St. Lucia before that and everything then, you know. We're an empire and I'm there Jamaica and empire, so they won't explain everything. So him now, I'm up on the TV and radio station right now in a Beaufort. In St. Lucia. Because I play some trampo, you know. Alright. Him, I get some ticket. BB a fly. So I get the ticket, 13 tickets. So I get a discount because I buy it from there. From the money for buy it from there. You understand? Get it cheaper than when I buy it in Jamaica. Him for fly up. I drive go over airport. Plane delay. But you have a first experience from in a 92. Certain food now touch my, if I not eat at my yard or certain things, I don't want them, I not stop and buy them food and eat certain things because I have to learn from them things. I eat ackee, I done with ackee. Now I saw my stomach and them things again. Nothing, no. I don't want the rice, I don't want certain things, I don't eat them things. See? So, this is 99 I'm talking about now. When me do some boom now, and him to come up, plane delay, I feel some cramp in my belly. I wait upon him, you know. Plane delay, I feel something. I say, what? I look cold sweat, see me, and because sometimes I skip meal, not lie. See? Because you can't get me to eat them kind of food and what have you. And food that I may have to do something that I drive out until I reach in back, but through the delay. See? I'm a feel some cramp in my belly, and I say, Jano, I'm a feel, and I say, what? I'm just jump back in my car, I say, reverse of the parking lot. I'm tear down the whole airport road. Reach a Harbour View, run about there, so. To come, so, the road black, to go down, be a vehicle. The other part empty, to come up like I got center bus. So I have to do something over there, and put on my flash on and blow on and step on it, you know. So it will emerge now, if you go down right, before you reach the cement company. Go on there and if I see something, I step out. So when I reach right at Rockfort, you know, I have to turn up, come off of that, come out of that, see, and turn up and take my top road, Gasport Avenue. From take Commission Road, you know, I just take Pier Road them, because I drive through my place from my barn and then Langstand Road and Cut Cross and Cross Road and see a medical there. Medical. When we go on medical, doctor, what name? Oh fuck, he was one of the chairman there, you know. He was one of the chairman there. Everything me say love cut people. When the man see me, the man say, listen, he's a lucky man, you know. And your appendix boss. Now you believe in a man like this, you know. That's why I tell you say I have Dr. Hustle people. When you hear me talk, that things I'm going to throw me, you know. Him say your appendicitis. And you look, he's a man with boom bam bam because he catch his scan kill you. And then I say, well, I must know right away, operation. You know me though? I still drive up at my apartment. Call wife, she don't have her mother. my man do run come. I tell her I said, do me take a taxi, my park, my car and take a taxi and say, me I go down there so because where him say. Go down there, them trip me up, boom, 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 boom. See? At the morning, cause my man do run go do the show, you know. She go monitor the water them because she can't deal with it. See? So the morning, them do so boom now and carry me down. And carry me and talk to me when them in the operating room, then them talk to me, them in nothing else. Early in the morning, because I remember when we reach over this and boom boom and I come back and this and them I run, some say them I run them tests and I tell me about appendix, bus and all, one bag of things. No, a doctor say you just go them this so. But mine full of the other thing, you know, but doctor tell you what I want and you see? Now I'm one of the big doctor then. See? Now you do the operation back in them time there. The operation there cost like 200,000, you know. Because the money we bring upon you, you know. See, me readmit around 4 times, $600,000 then take off of me, you know. That's you know. See? Because when them cut out the appendix, wake up, then it start give me up my stomach trouble. Them give me all kind of thing. Till them send me up, them send me go do some tests with them that do down there. But Dr. Donaldson, I see him the last time, he did a long time in my bed. He work up a year with this, so them just book through him and then send me up this and do all kind of things. Them want about burn me this and that. After them cut out the appendix and not never do that, because them cut out that. Now you do mash up my stomach and give me some things or mash me up more. Medication. Then just squeeze there for money. Me say a man come in, when them put me up on the wall, I want a single wall, but you have, them only have double room left. So, cause up there, so, you know, you get a single room if it's full now, you get a double room. You want somebody else come in. It's the next man, we must say, I drive and feel away, but it's a big man at the time. And then catch him and cut the man dead. Man dead. That's why I know the doctor kill people. The man make pain eyes for like 2 nights straight. See? So it part off, you know, but you hear me now, because them have to pass him, come over me and me over the big night. See? Like 2 nights, the man not sleep, none at all. Being as I call him mad and him father, that big man, they were like 70 or 80 at the time, 80. See? And they did not sleep, no kid them give him thing, him not sleep. The businessman, you know, he may not dead. They cut him to appendicitis too. So that's what I know, say, they start drawing pan a doctor is a little fake doctor of cut people. See? And it's a doctor named Dr. Green. I look at me, because I tell them, I come out and me go in the back. And I come out and I reach and I pad, I have to reach in the back 4 times. Because when I go do the show, come back and see if I call them, what have you. That's why I take certain drugs. And joke with something named petadine on my stomach. Then it make you feel like, I can't, no, what is this? Like you have family time, and I can't take that. See? And then it like you boil your stomach, tend up again and all kind of things. This is how I go through with doctor. So me aware of all the medication until I start look deeper down in these things some long time. So when I'm on there, I can't talk about doctors and things. And I'm a doctor, then when I work with a Jamaica, you have some well-known doctor I start work with. Dr. Green, I want to introduce me to fit him. Baby mother, Dr. Martin. Enough people that know Dr. Martin. Because them have an office at Oakland Medical. Right at Oakland, so when we come out, and she will start go to. And as she draw me up now because my stomach start give me problem. I forward them though, and you know, see them, because they don't take one wine is like them, I tell you, so, oh, you just read the facility, this is the doctor, boom, bam, bam. Him now drink too much rum, because rum kill him overseas, you know. Not couple years ago, the doctor all for my away money, no fat away money. Him. Little man love money bad man. Mash me up bad man. You see? So I have to come out of the whole of that and just because of money, I mash up enough people. Dr. Martin look at me already and tell me, say, listen me, if me was a different doctor, we just block you, you know, because that really happen to you know. You see them doctor, them just use some things to just mash up and take your money. She tell me point blank, we respect Dr. Martin to the max. See? We use Dr. Michael Abrams, I'm a wife gynecologist. See? Before him it was Dr. Professor Fletcher. I don't know Sean too. See? So you have some top doctor in Jamaica. You know them Dr. Mills and them man they use them because them man they are specialists and like stomach and them thing. They make them go, you know, and them have to send it through 1 hour, you know. Me know just take things from doctor, put a stethoscope and you just say this and that. You have to do blood tests, you have to do the burial meal, you have to do all kind of things, you know. You understand? You have to do my Papa check up, me spend my money on the Papa check up, and me ask them, why you need this, if that and that and that, because I sit down and study a lot about these things. They hear me talk, they can't go around with some little things, you know. But respiratory this and that kind of thing, because I go through the system. And any system I go through, me have to study it. Now, doctor, you don't say, boy, I want to become like a doctor. Of course. Of course. You have to take a pill and something and say, no, just read back. That's what I tell you, said pharmacists. I trust them more than doctor, because I go through with doctor, it costs my money. See? So this when them talk about, I'm going to go through, if you just sit down and just tell them, we go through it with doctors and them things. If me tell you, and any doctor where you see me sit down wrong, then they can just get up and say, boom, boom, you have to discuss with me, and you have to say, no, doctor, boom, bam, bam, I have to say, so you see me just fly it up and start look at it easy enough, look, boom, bam, bam, and say, no, but this and that and that and that, I don't need this. Because that and that and that, and then do this and do that. Yeah, man. You have to dictate to your doctor, man. You can't make them just push anything by you. Dr. Martin is one of the greatest doctors. Not Dr. Energy Marga, no. So the first one give me a kind of peel and mash up. That's why you see me start, you know, take more note in a medicine, in a what doctor do and everything them do and all them hurt and all kind of things. And all pill hurt and them things. I don't know because I live it. I spend enough money to it too. See? I see me leave from, you know, the same time. At the same time I leave, let me tell you a thing. That's why I say them just say, I eat at hospital. Doctor DRMA, our name. I'm a family friend, mother friend, and they come on my wedding back in the day, in 98. And when me in 99, when me I got to that, when my stomach not feel right, him have an office up a UE. Somebody said, no, I better see him because you spend this bag of money, blam, 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 blam. I'm going to go up there, you know, the man do, I push me through a system. I mean, I spend money, I have more. The same doctor them, but I mean, you can't see them 1 hour. Seeing and them and trying them food. You push me through the little part. By that, my mouth get dry. Because I remember me not eat any food and them thing, you know, you can't give me anything for eat and them thing there. I mean, I eat now vegetable that now wash off clean and them thing. I not eat them thing that you well scour off and well thing, you know. You don't want a parasite in my system and them thing, man. Saying, skeptical and love a lot of things, you know. Saying, yeah, man. Saying something does, I mean, I have to study the whole world on. So, him push me to a system. My wife said, my mother did this, and I said, there is some water in my mouth, dry. I feel like I'm being knocked out. See, I have to do back. Some tests on me just pay how much money to. That I say me part. When you look them have me there, so, and they must tell me, them not have the bed now. I'm weak, you know. For the whole day, you know, I drink some porridge, I eat some food, I not eat nothing because you have to keep a system. Then I weak up. Then I've been in a hospital, you know. Them now have no bed. I transfer me, go down a public, dead house. And when them can be down there, so now, the man, I have to tell them, come take out the thing out of me, you know, and get mad, you know, because they don't know, my head cheap and cheap, you know. And I joke me make. So, them there, and we just tell my wife, come get me. I said, transfer me back up a medical associate, because I'm not really comfy, so. And I like you see nurse, because when you in your place, you see nurse, you call nurse and press a button, you do hand juice, you a bag of nurse showing you, and them I call the doctor and get him same time. I say, doctor, me need boom bam bam bam, I don't give me this, me not want an injection there, find something there, boom bam bam, read out, because I want, I have to know what I get, you can't just push everything in my brain and anything, that not work so. Saying, you don't get so now, and when I talk to the nurse, see a bag of people, I see them tie up man pan bed, and her foot, and the pan, boom boom boom, rock down, let me go. When we look the place dirty and nasty and some dirty curtain and them thing there. Me I say what me are doing that so. To the same doctor there. Make me reach out. No sir, send me back. Me said you can transfer me, go up a medical associate. But no, Mr. Brown, we cannot do that. This is the biggest hospital in Jamaica. We don't transfer people, we won't go discharge them. And I said, okay, if you want to come up here, I said, me need to come out. You know the morning then coming up. Them I bring something when I not eat. Them I bring egg and all kind of thing. I not eat egg. I not eat them too. I not trust them too. I not want nothing to eat. So I got starved to death or something and you can't hold me. They not have the bed up there so them run some other tests with me do before and you send me down here so. You're mad. I said, come take out this. I said, man, come make case, come take out this out of my fucking hand. Same way. And like them frightened. My wife come and she said, okay, Mr. Brown, you're going to discharge yourself if anything happen to you, you know. You can, I said, come take it out and let me sign your paper and give me what happened to you, man. Because I get really mad now, you know. Because them coming like incredible, you know. You know, to me transform, see? So them do it fast. Let me go. That's what I call it slaughterhouse. Because I try to knock the man off of me. I go up, that's what I tell you, so I spend much money and go to a system. Know the system. Study about the system. When somebody come talk about blood clot now and saying all these kind of things, it's so stupid. But somebody read that means not a man when just come talk about a political views or because I do music. When you go through a system, you go through a system, you know. But you have to study about the system that because I have my kids them and I have my wife and thing, you know. You don't know what you go through. Even in a hospital, every man I go and cut a navel string for your child. I go through a wife, I go through a C-section and you were dead there, you tell her, okay, she not feel so good because she has a boom boom. Put her under for me and him do and everything and you in there make sure everything is alright. Some people they have there to do this. But like, you understand, you deliver your child deliver and you know and you are help. Right to the doctor and do everything, same way and do everything. Some man now them not have the time to go do this and maybe doctor and everything there. My thing them different. My thing them different, man. So I wanna hear me talk, you think we have experience of the thing them, man. So when you have experience of something, you know, I have to come and explain. Me talk. Disaster. Me go through disaster where after 85 when me crash, we kill my father. Go and mash up with me, roll over and one with sister them night and them to mash up with 17 away. Father alone dead. By 86, me I repair me there Pembroke Road. I repair souls. She have 2 houses in a yard down on Pembroke Road. Carry some youth with me because them a mix. Me I take out them window there. They have to make it small and thing and take out the window them old wine up window put in louver. You have to take out the ceiling bed then and put up Solitex. Change it because them the rat note and take out the gypsum and them thing that build back ceiling bed, change door, change things. So I repair the house and thing and then for paint and thing. We have an architrave where in a lining with the yard with some fence like 10-foot zinc, a 12-foot zinc. Architrave tall, like climb from a long time. Because a man may climb the tree them and go up in a top of coconut tree and sit down and pick coconut and do all kind of things. So I like climb. See, like play my ceiling, because I swim. I do the whole of these things. You know, you're active, you can't do the whole of these things. See? I like so look at buffer and I deal with. See? Alright, so me just a woman climb the tree. 86 this is just a year after my crash. I do the work, I have some youth work with me and thing. Where I cook some food. See, this is 86, 92. And me climb the architrave pick and stretch over with the architrave. You know what happened to me? And the architrave broke with me up there, so, you know. Architrave tall, you know. I find myself a swing. I mean, you know what saved me? I mean, I have no how me swing and turn, but at the zinc, the anya, at the zinc, me drop on. So I come down like my foot still. If I ever go over the zinc like this, maybe that's me into. For me, it happened so fast. Like me say, and like me get a spin. Because the link broke down with me, you know. Broke off, you know, but wait, not at me there, you know. And you know what catch the zinc? I'm an anya, so. So I just chop it and just fling me off, you know, go through my bone. You can't see my bone, man. Right as I chop. And drop me. Drop on some concrete, this is when me look. I like my bone, you see part of my, you see the whole of it very choppy, you know. Yeah. I remember me just in a big accident before, you know. You know. I mean, you got up there, you know, because I cook some food and then thing, that thing. This is how me get chopped. I'm going to tell you this. By me, do some woman tell them to just burn up top side of my hand. We know them thing there. You have to take thing and tight. I mean, take thing and tight up and my feet weak. And go there and them stitch up that back side. And I said, no man, done with treat, you know. Yeah man. Can I do thing myself, you know, like fast, boom bam bam bam. If that is ever split me, I know. Sometimes I think about that and I say, but look here man, look much thing me go through man. Me alone man. Me alone go through what I'm think there man. So I know about when some people are me attack and they like by Amanda say, but I want some. I mean, I talk about politics, but you know, like doctor thing, you don't know about doctor thing like me. When I go to doctor and go through what me go through, you know. You understand? I remember me have a family where we use certain doctors and certain things and I go through. I said, Dr. Martin look at me and said, listen, if me was like some of them, you know, with us, eat out your money, you know. Eat out your money, you have to be careful of them and boom, bam, bam, you know, because them weird this and that. So you look deeper in a medication and deep in what them are do. And Dr. Martin have a good cousin to Dr. Beecher. From See the right because some of the hands were there, so. Right, I'm on hands with this, so. See? Soon tell you the place. See? See the right, I'm on hands with this. Dr. Leacher, good doctor, do. Good doctor, Apex. Good doctor, Dr. Martin cousin, man. Dr. Green, a good doctor, too, man. And Dr. Chung, a good art doctor, name, man. Because I know the good doctor, them, you know. I go to the specialist, them, man. Where I spend my money, go in a doctor office and a 10 grand for go in an office. See? But you get service for your money. You understand? So me rather do that more than go to the cabla them. But me and them sit down and I like my family them I deal with. And go through some look at things and say no because this and that side effect and that. You know, so me not take certain things and go outweigh this and that. Because I run through the whole of them things there. When you think, I don't think so easy man sit down and say, oh, me talk with experience, you know. Me not just get up and talk because I talk sake, you know. I don't have no time for that. Me not down to your mouth. Me go through a thing. And we can save some man for not go through a thing. But when we go through anything, when we go through, if COVID come in my house, me don't want a man come tell me about loan some this and that. See them at about blood clot with that most serious thing where push it down now. But you still do video and send it, that man can send it to me and do all kind of things and talk with them want to talk. You see it? You understand? And by the way, we hear one man say something about conspiracy theories, you know, when the man did that mean it make the conspiracy theories right. But listen, if conspiracy theories is coming like CIA, so them come and them destabilize things. We know the work. We study about them to know them name and thing. David is one of the biggest one, him rich. Because him write book and do videos and thing and him said it. So you know say if people start with this and then you have things approved, then it's mandatory, then you have to see there, they are make it mandatory if you don't have this and have, because this is the way to design like how CIA work. Design for destabilize things and destabilize people mind. And then you watch one who are dead. People, nobody not dead. And when you have your one family member sick and dead and you have to go through your thing, somebody want to run you down and tell the thing. Don't tell me. Wait when it reaches your door and then you understand me. See, even Trump himself, he tell us, don't take book back. And this is just a what. See there? Them boo him. Why them boo him the other day? Because they might tell us him take the vaccine. Not me, I'm show him. See, and then they might try to change him out. Because him take it. You understand? So him that tell us watch shit and nuts and boom bam bam. Run with QAnon. See that? Look.
Trump's rally as the state struggles with a surge of new coronavirus cases. Trump facing a wave of boos, in fact, by his own supporters when trying to tell the crowd to get vaccinated.
In your freedoms, I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right.
See my boy, you know.
Freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know. But you do have your freedoms. You have to maintain that. You have to maintain that. And you got to get your kids back to school.
Joining me now is Olivia Troy, director of the Republican Accountability Project. Olivia is also a former top aide to former Vice President Mike Pence. Welcome, Olivia. Good to see you, my friend. Let's get to your former position as a White House coronavirus task force member. So what is your reaction to the exchange we just played with Donald Trump, what he said, what he did, and the crowd reacting on getting vaccinated? I mean, look, he's telling people to get vaccinated, but could he have been more definitive doing so?
Well, I'm glad that he mentioned the vaccine to begin with. So that is a positive thing, right? We all agree that anybody who can push this and educate people and tell them to do 100%. This, that is a positive. But of course, Donald Trump can't do anything without flip-flopping within the same sentence, right? So he contradicts himself just whenever he speaks. And so, I thought it was striking, the boos coming back at him. I did watch his speech last night, as painful as it was to watch it live. But I will say that watching that, I just kept thinking, those boos are what you created from day one, from the divisiveness that you created on this pandemic. And that's your legacy, and it's coming back to haunt you firsthand as he watches it. But clearly, he then backs away from it. He says that because he knows he needs to say it because it's the right thing when you're holding a large super spreader event with maskless crowds in a state that is currently really suffering from spiking COVID cases and where the ICUs are full. I mean, it's completely reckless and shameless for him to hold that rally. So you're the two Donald Trumps, which is it? Get a vaccine, but I'm also going to gather you, put your lives at risk, send you back into the communities, and create further hardship for the healthcare workers and the frontline workers there who are already, you know, facing this firsthand once again in these ERs and hospitals. Yeah.
So see it? So even Trump come and talk, and when them say boom boom matter, yeah, I know, because they make sure you tell some people something and you have Cronin and everybody and you say, yes, drink bleach, nothing like this, hoax, people, blah, blah. And then you tell them point blank, not me, come say you take it, them to get it. But if you as a leader and you have 70 million people you vote for you, follow you, and them thing there, and you encourage them from day one. But you push and push pin and blow everything, then you run, make sure you alright. And then when you feel like you just tell them something. See? Yeah, alright. You make sure you get it and you want and say, okay, yes, it's good. Because I get it. But you just feel like you tell them no. But you don't know you get it. You see it go? I say it go. You have people like that. As I said before, we not get caught up. Bless up Dixon. We not get caught up with anybody will just want to say. When they touch medical issues and anything, they me get a PP clock. That's why I can't tell you from day one. Childbirth, this, that, just talk to me. They have knowledge a lot of things. So they just see me just sit on a seat and just boom boom because me myself go through a lot of things. So it makes you have a lot of knowledge of it and study about a lot of things. But them don't know. See? So when I little white guy come and say, oh, me doctor this and that and yeah man, doctor, me say, listen me again. Me have faith in the pharmacist more than the doctor. Them have them book and them have feel everything they have thing. The doctor give something and they kill you. Me have a lot of doctor friend. Good doctor friend too. See? Them know that. Them draw for them book, them have to upgrade them thing all the time because something come off a market, them don't even know. Them mix or something, them don't even ask you. What you take before and them things. So anything, you have some people them go a doctor right now, and from is a doctor for any doctor them see the stethoscope thing there. And I put it on you and say, okay, no blood test, not at all, them don't know what do, them know zero down, them just say, okay, and them give some antibiotic. It will mash you up. You don't know, them give some pin and you just want to take it and mash you up. You understand? We get catch in a 92, so make sure we don't get catch again. After we go to Chicago, we get catching on that, you go through a series of things and then you start questioning the thing. Then instead you get better, you get worse. You can't drink water because your stomach like it cut up. Number one, barrelgin heart on your stomach. You know, it's barrelgin injection with that heart, it sting. See? That heart on your stomach. Much as when you not eat and then thing, they cut up your stomach lining, man. See? So if you know what is acid reflux, we have to know, say, okay, like how some man that say, boy, me have ulceration stomach, you know, so them, it busting on me. My ulcer bust. Ulcer not bust. It's like how you have ulcer on your outside skin like a cut, that's when I get better. Ulceration. And so the ulcer because you have the mucus. The mucus inside the membrane, the mucus thing that will protect your stomach lining. Although the acid bad enough. Remember it melt down them food there. But you have a mucus lining that line the stomach wall and it's thin, not so thick. But when it move on that now and get through that and go bore a hole in your stomach. And about something busting at you. Don't tell about no bust. You understand? So them think they eat something and they, especially the grease and them thing, too much of the grease there. You know, don't make it can't heal properly. And then you also treat you with what they want to treat you with. You know, Zantac with them say sick and no one, you know, Pepsi D and some other things. That if you have helicopter pylori, H pylori, the care we do it now, we treat it because I just them just find out a bacteria cause you to just keep on with that kind of ulcer stomach irritation there. So them have to give you some antibiotic to take for like, you know, a few days and then them follow it up with one hour to kill that helicopter pylori. You understand? H pylori. See? And when you kill that now, you can eat up your stomach and thing. You know, if you go in and you do operation and everything, them know what I want to know. That's why it's nice to do endoscopy and them do them thing, you know. And you know, them do them, you understand? Do endoscopy and do your thing. As man, if you do your colon that colon scopy too. Woman too. Because sometimes if you check out your colon and everything and check out your prostate and everything, so man, me not do this. Stop no crap. You understand? Do colonoscopy and endoscopy, man, and check out your system and everything there. You know, someone that tell you, yes, man, every minute you flush if you go to a doctor. You might tell you say it's not good for you, just get up and just take things like chew them attack and you just go flush your system by your own. You have good and bad activity, you know. You have to be careful where you are to, you know. But someone do it. And say, yeah, man, it's all right, it's right. Like, them a sell to make money. Can't trick no man. You know the thing, you know. So when we're ready for going in another section, the every little thing we study. If you talk about it, we like study about that. With the Bible and everything. Medical part, I keep you alive, then I must study about it. I go through it, so I have to study about it. So a man here me attack him, never go through something when I go through it. You might have just go through one of them look up and doctor just choke him and him alright and get them go smoke and thing and tell me bloop 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 and never study about a pit, can't tell me nothing about one. See? You have enough people around me that say no man. But say you come like a doctor by yourself, you know, of course. See, you don't know these things. You don't know it. So when man here me come and talk about these things and I talk about them, me tell the things. I know about SARS and MERS and all kind of things because I study about them. I study about the Spanish flu and all of them things. I study about some other things. One day I come and I show you I think I did something on it before. Because I like study about this, the black plague and every kind of things. You understand? The cholera all breaking in Jamaica. If you ask some people where like them build up near to the Canadian embassy there, so the cholera cemetery that, you know. And then build up pallet right now, most pharmacy and build up some other things around there right now, you know. And you have one more in the New Kingston and all kind of things, you know. Saying? So you have cholera outbreak there, so you have a kind of outbreak, you have this, you have that. So me as a man, me like sit down and study these things. You know, like you can't just come fling something for me, boom! And load some run with it and listen what you say. This is not a yes, man. After me go through, me have to study what me have to study what happened to you. You understand? This is not a yes, man, yes, man. See? See? Me have to study everything about forensic and all kind of things. Saying you have to study that because you see, they come and kill my brother, one more my brother listen, this and that, one, that and that. So you have to study all of these things. You have to study the whole of them movements, and that's when a man come and tell you something and say, listen me, where you tell me it not add up, you know. But through you what no, through me break it down and me dissect it in our language. In a part of I don't want to speak the Queen in English, eh? Yeah, fair language. We just want to talk in American and wait by the song and ask them, well don't know. Try me. You have enough doctor will make back up to you, know. Try me. You have enough pastor will make back up to you, know. Try me now. You understand? You can't fling anything to me, man. You understand? We don't just take things and run with it, so man. You have enough of my brethren them, counterparts. They do that. Because of them, you something and you video it and you give them run with it. They say go cross-reference it, go deal with it. Study about the thing. Then you come back, just try me. See? That's why them can't get in my head. You know, realize that. When you realize, you know, some move. See? But there, you know, keep it real, yeah? Up.